this is Sheri Ann Richerson from Experimental Homesteader.com, and welcome to our daily vlog. I wanted to show you some of the plants in bloom today. It's been raining for 2 days, 3 days maybe, and it feels like it's going to rain again, so I thought if I didn't get out here and get this done, I wasn't going to get a chance. This is a lilac. These are a type of daffodil. They're actually called a summer daffodil, even though they bloom in the spring here. And I have a very large patch up here of these. This is a different type of lilac. I believe this is a French lilac, but I'm not 100% positive on that. But absolutely gorgeous, a little bit darker purple than the other one. I'm a huge fan of creeping phlox, and this one is interplanted with some lungwort. This is a different view, and I really like the way it cascades over this raised bed, and I think the lungwort looks so pretty with it. I love that foliage on that plant. Talk about fragrant. That's what we have going on in this corner with the viburnum, which is one of our native plants, and right beside it is yet another lilac. And you can really smell the scent, especially at night. And when you pan the camera back and look, do you see that viburnum all the way back there? Absolutely gorgeous. I have a few tulips in the front yard blooming, but they don't do as well as they do up here, as they do on the back hill. I think it's because it has better drainage back there. The daffodils that bloomed earlier in the season are definitely fading pretty quick because of the warmer weather. This is chocolate vine akebia, if I said that right. And I'm hoping that I can get some really good close-ups of this because this is absolutely beautiful. It does produce an edible fruit. I have not had the opportunity to try the fruit yet. Because mine has not had the cross-pollination necessary to produce, but hopefully this year it will, because now I have several of these. This is a white flowered variety of the same vine. The flowers are not quite open on it yet, but it definitely has buds this year, which is great. This is another very fragrant plant. This is Daphne Carolmacki, and it alone adds so much fragrance to this garden. When you combine it with the lilacs and the viburnum, it smells absolutely fantastic out here. I wish I could bottle it and send it to you guys. I think this is smoke tree. I'm not positive. It was actually labeled as a peach tree, but it is not a peach tree. Now I will show you why this unnamed plant is so beautiful. As you walk along, I literally have, in between the grass, because we cut some back this year, but I literally have this huge patch of this, and it really does grow thick enough, as you can see, that it chokes other plants out, so it is great as a ground cover. It does not choke out plants you want, but I'm talking more weeds. Normally grasses, if I hadn't cut it down, that grass wouldn't be over there. There's no dandelions in this area. I mean, you can see what it does. The ground cover is a lobelia that was sold to me as an annual. Comes back every year in my garden. Panning up, you can see some of the species tulips that I have in the garden. I'm going to pan on up, and please excuse the weeds. I have not got out here. The yellow is a little shrub. And over here, right there, that is money plant, or also known as honesty. I have a number of lilac trees along this patch. That is a, Harry Lauder's walking stick, the great big green one. The variegated plant is actually a lilac. This lilac has buds. I'll have lilacs for about a month. And if we pan on over, the red flowers back there are actually quince. They were here when we bought the property. This is another viburnum, not quite open yet, but working its way there. This is a patch of color changing tulips. There are some grass in these, but that's okay. It usually happens like that, and then I have to get out here and just do a little weeding. This is right along one of my pathways. This is Virginia bluebells, and it is paired with my variegated forsythia, and the ground cover is vinca. I have another Virginia bluebell back there. That is hellebore. Can't think of the name of the variegated leaf, but this is May apple. Popping up back there is some Solomon seal. The big, tall, pointy things, that's Solomon seal. I do have some volunteer trees in here I need to get out. They've come up really fast this year. I have another hellebore back there. And all the way to the back, right in front of the little toad house. Can't think of the name of this plant, the little yellow flowers, but it is absolutely lovely. These are my trilliums, which are a native. Again, I have a lot of little maple trees popping up, but I wanted to pan over and show you these black hellebores because they are one of my absolute favorite plants in this garden. This is the leaf of the yellow plant I tried to show you earlier that we couldn't zoom in on really good. And this is along the edge of my walkway. There is one of the yellow flowers. They are so tiny. I'm sorry about the shakiness. I'm trying to see if I can maybe turn this so you can see better. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Have another hellebore back there. Quite a few hellebores up through here. Some more Virginia bluebells. More hellebores. You just can't beat these plants for early spring and winter color. Okay, these are huge May apples. I have a lot of native plants in my garden. So, oh look, one of my native poppies has spread, and I'm really happy to see that. I know it sets flowers every year, and I try to get the seeds and distribute them, but I haven't seen one come up before. This is the mama plant of the native poppies. So as you can see, it's quite large. I didn't walk all the way up the hill today because it's starting to sprinkle and I don't want to take a chance of a downpour. It would not be funny to have my phone run. I'm sure you understand that. But there's a lot more plants blooming up the hill, and hopefully we can find some time in the next couple of days to walk up there where the weather is clear enough that I'm not worrying about the rain. What you saw was just my front garden and some of the walnut garden and a little bit of the butterfly garden. There's a lot of weeds coming up real fast, which happens this time of year. And we always get a lot of rain, and so I end up with these huge weeds before I get out there and get a chance to get them down. But I was working on it the other night when it started raining. And it's just one of those things we deal with here in Indiana. Like I said, it's every year. So I'm going to have some review videos coming up for you again. And I hope you enjoyed the school carnival yesterday, the footage I shot. I can't think of really anything else. I did confirm this morning I did lose 1 pound, 7 ounces so far. My change in eating was disrupted yesterday, like I said, because of the school carnival. And I ended up having a hot dog and a bag of chips and a chocolate chip cookie. But I did drink water. So, and I didn't eat again when I got home. So tonight I'm going to be digging into that leftover roasted chicken, and I'm going to have one small potato with rosemary butter, and I'm having 2 salt roasted carrots. So that's supper tonight. And we picked up some oranges at the store today, so I will probably snack on one of those. I made some orange water. I love the lemon cayenne pepper water, but I wanted a little bit of a change. And I may end up just keeping 2 pitchers of water going so I can swap back and forth between which one I want. Just switch it up a little bit. And I did not get any exercise done today when I was outside. I actually fell and twisted my ankle. So, but we did get my Fitbit fixed, and we got a new battery for it. So I have it, and I'm curious to see what I've burned when I was outside doing the video just now. I'm sure it's nothing like jumping rope or when I was actually walking for 10 minutes solid, but you never know. And I guess every little bit helps. So Charlie is very anxious here, and I think he wants to say hello. Come on, Charlie, you want to say hello? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come here. Do you want to say hello? I think that he does want to say hello. Yes, he does want to say hello. So anyway, guys, I hope you all have a great weekend. We'll see you back here tomorrow with another daily vlog. Thanks for watching.